It was always during the summer school holidays when we sang like this. Everything about that season was exciting, and our township had a sweet sour smell during that time of year. Surrounding farms were harvesting tropical fruit, and local farm workers rode around the streets selling rejected ones to us. Lychees, mangoes, and bananas left the air wet with a sweetness we all yearned for. When these fruit fell to the ground unattended, we were there to pick them up and take them home. We would pour our harvest into a bowl, rinse them, and eat them all while smiling at the preciousness of the day. We danced when cars drove past Sirius Road, the biggest road in our township. It had a communal tap, a bus stop, and a vegetable store. Our stomachs full from eating rejected fruit, we laughed when John Deere tractors drove past, and we shouted, "Lift! Lift!" When one stopped, we ran and climbed up, and it drove us around the township, then brought us back to Sirius Road. School holidays were always an adventure. There was always something to see, a tree to climb, a car to greet, an aeroplane to sing to, and rejected fruit to collect.
It's a very happy, well, not happy, but it's a joyful scene, I think. So in KZN, we have a lot of bananas, a lot of lychee, sugarcane, yeah.
Juice running everywhere.
Yeah, it is.
It's messy.
Quite fun. It is messy.
Great fun. Yeah, my gosh, and I'd forgotten that. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah. No, there's a lot of things that resonate with me reading Braids and Migraines, and it brings back memories. Obviously not the same sort of exactly, but it's things like imagery of landscape. Mostly it's that whole the feel of the heat and the landscape and the plants and the birds and so on, that it really triggers a lot of memories for me. Yeah.
Oh, it's so sweet. It's so sweet. Yeah. I mean, the farm where I grew up, they don't have sugarcane anymore, and I always feel like,
Oh,
why?
what happened?
Yeah, they opted for macadamia. Yeah, macadamia is more profitable, I think. And the trees are still green, it still looks very nice. I wish I had pictures, actually, of like my time there. It was such an interesting time because my mom working there, and so we didn't really have like cameras. Didn't have cell phones. It was probably a Nokia, and I don't think a Nokia took any pictures. Yeah, and by the time I had a phone that could take pictures with digital camera, it was already macadamia. Macadamia had already taken over. Yeah, it was already macadamia. But I'll have a look. At my my childhood. Yeah, precious times.
Yeah. Some of Braids and Migraines sort of has...
Yeah, the feeling of, the description of like the trees and the, that is, it's something that I've lived, so, yeah, the feel of the environment, even though it's not exactly the same, type of home that she goes to with her dad during Saturdays, but the feel of the area and the lushness, it kind of, I draw from that, I guess. Yeah, definitely the long palm trees and the farm where I grew up. Yeah,
that's a real feeling book about surroundings and the green. Yeah, it's lovely. Braids and Migraines was a runner-up in the 2023 Island Prize for Unpublished African Novelists. The story evolves around Nomandla, a girl from the Ziyabuya township, as she battles poverty, racism, and her own mental health. When she is awarded a scholarship to attend the prestigious Cameron House for Girls in Durban, she thinks her life will improve. Instead, it falls apart. Recurring visions land her in hospital, and she discovers the true character of Cameron House. Braids and Migraines follows Nomandla as she comes to a place of personal understanding and acceptance without compromise. So, why is it called Braids and Migraines?
It was always with me. I mean, I started writing or wanting to write a book 10 years ago. I think it's more than that, actually. Probably like 2014.
Yeah.
And the title was always Braids and Migraines. And I think it comes from, I used to do people's hair in varsity to make extra money. It was a very difficult period. And yeah, I just loved hair. And I also, like, when I went home, I had friends who did my hair, like who did braids for me as well. And I have this particular style that is back now. They call it the French curl. The braids are called French curl. It's actually very simple because they're very thin and they're back now. So a lot of people have them on. Very thin braid, and then it curls at the end. It curls up. Yeah, very nice. Very girly.
Yeah.
But I also liked another style. It's called, we used to call it opelepele. Pelepele basically is a chili, so the shape was like carrot. The braid had a carrot shape.
Right.
Yeah. So it was called opelepele. I used to love those.
Wow.
But now, because I do my own hair, I do the thin ones, because if I do the thin braids, then I'll have them for longer. Like I'll have them for 2 months. It takes forever. Yeah, like when I do them myself, it takes like 4 days. Because I'll do them and then I'll have to wear like a doek if I'm going out, so I hide that I'm actually doing something underneath.
Wow, it's like a sculpture with clay, you know. No, you cover it with cloth so people can't see what you're making. It's
It takes a while, but if I have someone else do it for me, then it takes a day. The thin ones take a day, but the thick ones, the carrots, they take like 3 hours.
Yeah. Oh, that's
They
not
take like
so
3 hours.
long, yeah.
Yeah, like the box braids, they don't take that long. Now you can actually call in someone to do your hair into your house.
Oh, right.
It's like an Uber for hair.
Yeah, it's a home. Yeah, it takes out a lot of the stress, I think, because I can't imagine. I mean, I don't like people messing about with my hair or head, so it's it's the last
the
thing I would
headache,
do,
isn't
but-
it? That's the migraines. That's the
right.
aspect
That's
of.
the migraine.
I mean, it's like a metaphor as well for other things that we put inside our
Yes.
heads.
Yes.
Yeah, like things that the way you see the world and the way you internalize it, the way you see yourself and the way you think about yourself, what you tell yourself in your quiet place. Just making sure that it's you tell yourself good stuff and not stuff that's going to make you go crazy or get a migraine. And if you do get a migraine, making sure that you take care of yourself. Yeah, so there's a lot of thread running through the title. At one point, it's really about Nomandla coming into herself and choosing the kind of braids that she wants on her hair, just finding her voice. But it's also about just the questioning things.
Ashanti didn't mind that I had taken the cornrows out. She agreed that they were too tight and that they made me look like an auntie who knew nothing about the latest trends. The weekend that followed, Primrose took me to her hairstylist in the city centre on West Street. When I arrived, Tina, the hairstylist, welcomed me into her arms first, hugging me like she had long known me. I showed her a photo of Brenda Fassi with beaded braids and said, "This is what I want." And she braided my hair exactly as I had asked. Tina used 2 types of hair pieces with dual colours, black and maroon. These were subtle colours for someone with skin like mine, and a safe choice for someone who was still attending school. Tina then completed the hairstyle by placing gold beads at the end of the singles. I was pleased with how they came out. In the mirror, I was a combination of many black women. Some I had seen on television, and some I had seen in my day-to-day life. I was Brenda Fassi. I was one of the Williams sisters who played tennis. I was a South African girl walking down the street to buy milk. I was a maid, a doctor, and a woman in corporate. I was everything. How long did Braids and Migraines take to write?
I think, the initial, like I said, I started writing it 10 years ago. It just feels like such a long time ago. But that was a different story, funny enough. And so the story has kind of changed as I have changed as an individual. And I think parallel to the writing, I was also studying creative writing on the side while working. I guess I was learning on the other side, reading new books through the University of South Africa. And it was just encouraging. And whenever I'd go back to the manuscript, there was always something else, something new. Remove this, put this in. In, I'll say 2022, when I went back to the manuscript, that's when it kind of clicked. This is what the story is about. The center was always education, basic education, and navigating the basic education system in South Africa. And I think I feel strongly about education because it has changed my life. And as difficult as it was to get to this point, but it has changed my life. So it is a very strong theme that I've always had. But also another theme that has been a recurring theme in my own life is the bullying, aspect. Yes. Whether I'm being bullied at school, primary school, whether it's the playground. And then I realized in 2020, 21, 22, that I'm actually experiencing the same thing that I experienced when I was growing up, which is, whether I am short, whether it's, you just never know why you are a target. You just never know. So, so it was just working through those emotions. And then here's a manuscript that I've always had. And the manuscript now kind of said, okay, this is how you're going to tell me or tell my story kind of thing. I don't know if that makes sense. But this is the story that we're tackling. Yeah, this is what we're going to be dealing with right now. And really the process was really healing as well. The process of writing these big emotions in this young girl and her older brother and and having this mother who has a strong personality and creating those characters and just strengthening them. That was in 2022. Yes. So I think that was 2022 was a very big year for the writing of Braids and Migraines to its current form. And then the Island Prize was announced that it was, in fact, I knew it was coming up. So I remember in December, because I think I submitted in January. I think I was probably submitted 2 days before or on the last day. I don't actually remember, but it was like, it was around.
There's nothing like cutting it fine.
Because I was working on the first 3 chapters, and I was like, I'm just gonna refine the first 3 chapters, because I really wanted the
Yeah.
mentorship aspect. You get to be mentored, someone can hold your
Yeah.
hand while you refine the novel. And and I probably at the time, it was a very, my husband now was my fiance at the time, but it was a bit lonely because I had resigned from my job and with no plan B because of some of the experiences there that were not pleasant. So it was quite a lonely time. So I think in my applying, I also was longing for like community. Yes, and so when I got the email that I had made the long list, I was just like over the moon. I was just like, this is crazy, you know?
That's wonderful. I know exactly what you mean. That resonates a lot. Finding the right people you can talk to who understand that struggle and have also gone down that path, and
Yeah,
and talk about, yes, my characters are talking back at me, and what do I do with them?
yeah, exactly. Exactly.
We talk about, Jane Austen had this table that she would always sit at and write, and Charles Dickens had his writing desk with his pet raven sitting on his shoulder and all the rest of it. I think a lot of people have a favourite place to write.
Yeah,
Did you find
I
that?
have a
Or...
desk. I have a desk.
Ah.
Yeah, I have a desk that I've had since I moved to Cape Town, because before I moved to Cape Town, I lived in Pretoria. And I bought myself a desk at this furniture place here. And it's very small. I'll take a picture. That's where I wrote the book. That's where 2022, 2023, the writing and the editing process, I was, using that desk. It's my favorite desk.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It's very humble. I mean, I think it was 200 Rand. I don't know what 200 Rand is in pounds.
Ooh.
It's probably like,
gosh,
it was very cheap.
Tuppence?
It's very cheap. I'm just gonna have a look at how much this is. It is £8. Yeah.
You lucky. Where is the shop? I want to go there. I've had to most things that I just grab notebooks and take them with me because I might be on the train, so I'll probably be.
I do that
might
as well,
scribble
yeah.
something there. Inspiration could strike at any moment.
Any moment.
Talking of inspiration, but do you have a process for getting ideas, getting inspiration, or for getting yourself writing? Do you have sort of like warm-up activities, or?
I think the reading helps. Say I'm not like inspired, or then I read. I guess there's the reading time and the writing time.
I like that.
I think the reading really, you're inspired by what other writers are writing or doing or saying in their writing. You're inspired by their bravery in the way they tell the story. I enjoy reading fiction, of course, but I read non-fiction as well. Not a lot of non-fiction, but I do read non-fiction as well. So you get inspired by people's stories, But I think the reading aspect really is really inspiring. Like reading a lot of African literature.
Any favourite
really,
titles?
Okay.
Or does it change?
I think it changes.
Yeah.
Let me think. Who can I put out there now? Flavor of the month. Who is the flavor of the month? Probably Barbara. I'm currently reading Grace by Barbara. She's South African. Barbara Boswell. Her first book is Grace. And then she's got another one that just came out, which I haven't read. It's called The Comrade's Wife. I think she is the author that I have been reading in August, or we in September now. Well, the past month. But otherwise, I read just about anything. new, old. But my favorite South
Yeah.
African author is Bessie Head. Don't know if you've heard of Bessie Head. Yeah, so she wrote a book called When Rain Clouds Gather.
Ooh.
Um, and then another one called Maru. I think you've probably seen it because she was writing during, I think she was writing during apartheid. Yeah, she kind of left and she was not allowed to come back. So she lived in
Oh,
Botswana. Yeah. So I've enjoyed her writing very much. I
yes.
think
Yeah.
I was introduced to her when I finished matric and I went to varsity. I was introduced to a lot of authors, and I came across someone was speaking about her, and I got to read her, and I just loved her writing. And then I also read Nervous Conditions during the same period, and I was just immersed in this new world. And I think I read Catcher in the Rye as well for the first time. It was just like there's just so many books, you know. Yeah, and of course the Jane Eyre, you know, it's like, you know,
Oh,
just all
yeah.
amazing, you know, literature. And it's like, oh my word. Yeah, so really
So many
exciting.
words.
So
Yeah.
many
Yeah,
words.
it is. Have you read Wuthering Heights as well as Jane Eyre?
Do you know, that's the one that I haven't read. I have read the other one
Oh,
by one of
wow.
the sisters,
Well,
but I do have
forget.
it. It's on.
It's on your TBR list.
Yes, I do have it. I do have it. I actually have two copies, and this is a sign that I should actually, because everybody says that it's.
Oh, wow.
Is it better than Jane Eyre? You think?
You know, it's all subjective in the end because they're both amazing in different ways. They're just two very different people writing incredibly strong stories with very, very strong characters. I think
Yeah.
you'll find Wuthering Heights very interesting, you know,
Okay, I'm sold.
because these are books you can go back to. You always
Yes,
they were writing from when they were very small, like they just kept on writing, like
that's
mini
amazing.
journals and of course the father was also a poet. I mean, he was a clergyman, but he was also a poet. So a bookish family. They had a lot of books, a big library, that kind of
That's
thing. It sort
amazing.
of runs in the blood.
Literary
Yeah.
royalty. They were just.
Do you have a little exercise you do sometimes? For instance, I don't do this very often, but very occasionally I would just get a pen and paper and I would
Yeah.
just do stream of consciousness, like just fill a paragraph of whatever words come to mind. They do not have to even make grammatical sense. Just connect, just write it down. Or do you just need a cup of coffee and away you go?
I think when I was doing the first time I okay, maybe in journalism school, they made us do an exercise like this one where you have to you kind of just write just about anything on a piece of paper. Um
Mm-hmm.
and then when I was doing the creative writing degree, we were given words like
Oh,
maybe like tree, and then you write something from that, or water, and then you write something from that. But I think what
oh,
works
nice.
for me, what I do occasionally is just my so I have the journal, which is the gratitude journal, and then the journal for my writing, for my creative writing. um I'll I guess it is free thinking or free writing. So I'll write from
Mm.
there until I get into what it is that I want to say, and then I'll
Oh,
write,
nice.
and then I'll start typing. Yeah, but I do a lot of writing on a lot of notes in a journal.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
a lot of notes, a lot of notes. Um, yeah, yeah, random things. Very
Yes,
random.
yes. Before they can run away. Yeah,
Yeah. So that's what I do at
that's
the
the thing.
moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that reminds me because I did try keeping a creative journal when I was doing my MA, and this
Hmm.
was, most of it was during lockdown, so it kind of helped,
Oh,
I suppose. But
shame.
it's one of those. It was interesting, yes. And I keep sort of
Hmm.
vaguely, occasionally, I remember. Oh yes, creative journal. I should get back to that. And somehow, and I
Yeah.
just don't get
Yeah.
around to it. It's kind of slipped away. But I would love to get back into that routine. I
Yeah.
think it would be. I think it's a great one. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, with work
Yeah.
as well, like if you're working full time and or part time, yeah, you kind of, the routines, you kind of lose them along the way. Um,
Which is
and
it.
so, yeah, and then
Yeah.
you need to
Yeah.
get back to it and be intentional about, okay, um, and just try and, but it's easy
Yeah.
to lose the routine, especially when you're back at work. Oh my gosh. You come back tired and you forget that, oh, you said,
No.
at 6 p.m.
Yeah.
you are going to spend time
Oh.
writing or
Yeah.
reading, and then you just exhausted. So, yeah,
Yeah. It's yeah. Good intentions. Yeah. It's
yeah.
and the road to hell and all the rest of it. Yeah.
Yeah, where's that quote from?
Oh,
Where's
the
it
road to
from?
hell is paved with good
Good
intentions. It's an old
intentions, yeah.
proverb. Yes, I think nobody knows. It's Mr. Anonymous again. It's been referred to as a Portuguese proverb.
Ah,
Samuel Johnson is recorded as saying in 1775, "Sir, hell is paved with good intentions."
it was in a song
Goodness.
from Lauryn Hill.
There you go. It's everywhere, isn't it?
It is.
When you were writing Braids and Migraines, was there something you were listening to in particular, or is that something you do a lot? Do you have music on while you're writing, or is it background?
Oh, yes.
Dolphins and waves.
I think dolphins and waves are really helpful. Or the sound of rain.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
another good one.
just rain. But I think one of the artists that are really soothing for me, or for when I need inspiration, is Sade. She's got many songs that are like, they have a bit of a sadness about them, a bit of melancholic kind of vibe to her. Moon in the Sky is just so beautiful. Um, it's just so beautiful. Like when it starts, it's like you want to wake up and do something with your life. Yeah, like it's so inspiring to me. I love it. I love her voice. I also listen to this. They are called Sleeping at Last,
Okay.
and one of their songs is called Light. There's also a South African artist that I really love. Her name is Thandiswa Mazwai.
Do you have music in the book so much, or is it more about the birds?
I think it's more the
You have,
birds. I don't think I have as much
it's,
music.
it's like she really communes with the birds. She's got that connection with them somehow.
Yeah,
Or you have that
yeah.
connection with them, and it comes through into the
It
writing.
comes
It's.
through,
I
yeah.
really.
I like how
Mm.
it really um, speaks to the space, the different spaces, and
It
the
does.
birds are actually the
The voice of the
the
space.
voice, yes, yeah, of the space, yeah.
Yeah,
They are crying in the
yeah,
township because it's really,
yeah.
it's tough there, yeah.
We left the field workers and reached a small hill, crossed over to the other side, and walked past a beautiful dam with boats floating in it. Everything that needed to be green was green. The flowers were beautiful, the grass was manicured, and the palm trees swayed with the gentle wind. Everything was clear. Even the birds sang differently, as though they were created to sing. Birds in the township never sang like that. Birds in the township cried. Do you have a favourite part of the process of writing? Is it the planning, getting the ideas, or is it getting it onto the page, or is it when you actually can sit back and say, there, I typed it all up, I'm done?
I think it's the process. I think the exciting part of the writing is when the story kind of shows up, it says this is what you're gonna say, type of thing. This is where we are going, and when that happens, it's like amazing. It's like okay,
Yeah.
thank you. Yeah. Yeah, it's that. So it's the writing itself, I think. I enjoy the writing itself. It's just to say thank you to the Island Prize. I am just grateful.
Yeah.
I'm grateful. I've literally working with Karen Jennings and Robert was amazing, has been amazing. The whole process, the editing process was just like I've learned a lot from that process. So it's just incredible.
Yeah.
And like the type of care they took with the novel, with the story. Yeah, it's just phenomenal. Yeah, amazing.
I love the cover. I think it's an amazing
cover. Yes. Yes, I got to choose the cover.
That's great because it's still part of you and it's not being pushed in from outside. It's very much coming from you. So it belongs to the book. It fits the book. It's part of it, and it really works.
Lovely.
It's a stunning cover. It just stands out.
Does.
Yeah, I love it.
Sweet.
Yeah, kudos. Yeah. Oh, very, very nice.
But it's a very old picture. I think I was like 22 or something. Turn it around without like the face. The braids are the same. It's the same hairstyle. That's on the cover. Yeah.
Yes.
It's exactly the same thing.
Oh, that's interesting. That is interesting.
Yeah.
Yes. I keep remembering when I was growing up in Ghana, and there were these girls, like the daughters of neighbours, and they'd be going to have their hair pressed.
Oh,
but
yeah.
did they call it pressing, or did they call it ironing?
It's
Pressing,
ironing.
yes.
Well, yeah.
Because they would go and have it straightened.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Is that familiar?
It is familiar, but I stopped doing that in grade 10.
So it still goes on. It's still a thing, but it's not
still a
perhaps
thing.
as fashionable. Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely still a thing. In the US, they do it as well. A lot of women do it there. Maybe not so much in South Africa because it's expensive.